purpose of this station is to learn how to use the seam ripper to take the stitches out of a serged seam. So before we can learn how to take the stitches out, we need to understand the seam. So as you learned in our safety lessons, there are 4 threads on the serger. The red threads on the top represent the upper looper. They're on the top, so the upper looper. And the green threads on the back are from the lower looper. These threads don't actually pierce the fabric, they only sit on top, and you can see along the edge that they twist together. The blue thread, and it's hard to see in this video, but there's a yellow thread. Ooh, my big finger, never mind, I'm not gonna do that. Yellow thread, that those are the needle stitches. So they come along and they stitch down the serger stitch. So when we're removing the threads from, when we're trying to remove the stitches from a serge seam, we don't actually want to we're not even going to touch the looper threads. What we're going to do is we are going to remove the needle threads. So what I'm going to do, so you'll notice on here in between, you can see where the stitches are formed. They're sort of in between these loops and they're holding down the red threads. That's where we're going to cut with our seam ripper. So we're going to actually cut through. So hopefully you can see that, my seam ripper cutting through. I think I need a sharper seam ripper for this, and then I'm going to do it in a second spot. Right, and my goal is to not cut the red thread, but to only cut the yellow and the blue. Yeah, the seam ripper definitely needs sharpening. So what I have now are these tails. So I'm going to work to, I of course cut my fingernails. I'm going to work to pull out these threads. So there goes the blue thread. I'm going to find the yellow thread. And if you can't see one, you can actually just kind of pull it up a little bit with your seam ripper so that it's loose. Stay. My seam ripper is rolling away off camera. I'm going to pull this out. So I got the yellow thread out, and now my serge seam just comes off. Okay, so that is the easiest way to remove the seam from a serge, or the stitches from a serge seam.